The SsangYong Korando is a sport utility vehicle built by the South Korean automobile manufacturer SsangYong Motor from 1983 to 2006 and from 2010 onwards. The name Korando is a contraction of Korea can do. First generation. In 1983 SsangYong Motor started licensed production of the Jeep CJ7 in South Korea, which it sold as the Korando. In 1986 SsangYong began exporting the Korando to Japan, and in 1988 began exporting them to Europe. Unlike the CJ7, a 9-seat extended version was also available, called the Korando K9. Production ended in 1996. Second generation. The second-generation new Korando was released in Asia in 1996 to complement the SsangYong Motor, released in Europe in 1997 and in Australia in 1998 and was based on a shortened version of the Motor's chassis. The 1.8-ton 3-door mini SUV was designed by Professor Ken Greenlee. It features a choice of 2.3-litre and 3.2-litre gasoline engines or 2.9-litre diesel engine, all produced on license from Mercedes-Benz, accompanied by a 5-speed manual Borg-Warner gearbox. The interior of the second-generation Korando was unique because it had a steering wheel arch on either side. This was to make converting to right-hand drive easier and to cut down on production costs. On the passenger's side, a handle was fitted in the arch. This generation was sold as the Daewoo Korando from 1999 to 2001, as Daewoo bought a majority stake in SsangYong, but was later forced to sell its shares. Revision: the 2004 SsangYong Korando was merely an upgrade of the second generation. Production ended in 2006. Sales, however, in many markets continued through to 2007 due to remaining stock. It was available with a variety of petrol and diesel engines, including a 2.9-litre 5-cylinder diesel from Mercedes-Benz. In 2008, Russian Tag AZ, under license, began to assemble the Korando as the Tag AZ Tagger, not only 3-door guise, but also as a 5-door version. Gallery. Third generation. The third-generation Korando, codenamed the SsangYong C200, began production in late 2010. It is to be the first car to be released as part of SsangYong's revised lineup. It has slightly longer wheelbase than its rivals, the Hyundai X35 and Kia Sportage. The decision to name the C200 the Korando was done so by SsangYong. The car will be sold in Russia as the SsangYong Action. Features: the third-generation Korando was initially released with a 6-speed manual transmission and a 6-speed DSi Model M11 automatic transmission and is in production from May 2011. It is also to be offered as a 2-wheel drive or 4-wheel drive from launch. Its combined fuel consumption is 5.5 L/100 km and acceleration from 0 to 100 km takes less than 10 seconds. The engine available upon release was a 2.0-litre turbo diesel producing 175 horsepower. Petrol engine was introduced in 2012. The Korando comes with 6 airbags as standard. The trunk capacity is 480 litres. However, this can be expanded to 1,300 litres when the seats are folded down. Reception: the new Korando was well received from a design perspective, with many reviewers noting design improvements over previous models. Interior space too was praised, as was the all-new monocoque chassis. It became SUV of the Year in Macedonia for 2012. Concept models: since 2008, 5 concept cars have been unveiled. C200, the original concept, the C200, debuted at the 2008 Paris Motor Show and has since been shown at many others. The concept received mostly positive feedback and was thought by many to be the vehicle that can turn SsangYong's reputation for having cars with questionable styling around. C200 Aero, the concept car C200 Aero made its debut at the 2009 Seoul Motor Show. It was released 1 year later as Korando C with almost no modification of the original Giugiaro design. C200 Eco, the C200 Eco made its debut at the 2009 Seoul Motor Show. It is a hybrid which uses both a diesel engine and an electric one. It also uses a stop-start system which shuts off the engine during stops. Fuel saving will be around 25%. The interior features a green trim and an airy cabin. Korando C launched at the 2010 Busan International Motor Show. The new Korando C concept has stayed mostly the same as the previous concepts but has more aggressive styling and is said to be a representation of the production version. Performance-wise, the new concept has a 2.0-litre turbo diesel engine and a confirmed power output of 135 kW and 360 Nm of torque. The interior is similar to that of the C200 Eco. Korando EV, launched at the 2010 Busan International Motor Show, the new Korando EV was a fully electric version of the Korando C. It has a top speed of 150 km/h, and a range of 180 km. References